93 miles from Stockholm, Scandinavia's largest wildlife park, a family-friendly area where you can have up-close and personal encounters, even petting their wolves. June 17th, 2012, the unnamed female zookeeper told staff that she was going into the enclosure to maintain contact with the wolves. You see, she had raised many of them, had contact with them since they were pups, bottle-fed them, and worked with them every day. But that day, something went terribly wrong. The gray wolf, one of my very favorite animals on planet Earth. They might remind you of a dog, but they are no doggo. We do not know exactly what happened within the enclosure, but the forensics tell a story, as do the first people on scene, and I'm going to tell you what they encountered. When she didn't return in a timely manner, they tried to get in touch with her. It was protocol to carry with them a walkie-talkie that they could keep in contact with. No response. They weren't terribly concerned. She might have just dropped it or lost it. It happened before. One of the male zookeepers went out on a 4x4 to have a look for her. And what he saw next was horrifying. He got to the enclosure and he saw her bright jacket. Immediately, she was down on the ground and the wolves were surrounding her. Friends, they were fighting over her body and they were feeding on the choicest bits. When the man approached as close as he was able to the cage, the wolves began to get even more aggressive over her remains, fighting one another. They later had to sedate all of the wolves to retrieve what was left of her body. It was gruesome, and they still had no answers as to why. There are some clues, though. She was known to anthropomorphize the wolves, calling them sweet names, darling names, taking chances with them, as she would with her own dog at home. The wolves speak a different language, though. She thought of herself as a mother to these wolves, yet the wolves turned on her, their mother. The wolves are still in their cages, but now she is free. Do you love wolves too?